Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, a detailed factual reply will be given by my colleague, Mrs. Alva. Meanwhile, sir, in a very brief intervention, I would like to say that government has never sought to interfere in any manner with the investigations. The Honorable Supreme Court has been overseeing the various stages of the investigation, and the CBI has been acting under the directions only of the Supreme Court right from the beginning. In its order dated 1/3/96, the Supreme Court observed, and I quote, to eliminate any impression of bias and avoid erosion of credibility of the investigations being made by the CBI and any reasonable impression of lack of fairness and objectivity therein, it is directed that the CBI would not take any instructions from or report to or furnish any particulars thereof to any authority personally interested in or likely to be affected by the outcome of the investigation into any accusation. Sir, I would like to be heard. Now that there has been so much insistence on my speaking here, I would like to be heard, sir. This direction applies even in relation to any authority which exercises administrative control over the CBI by virtue of the office he holds without any exception. We may add that this also accords with what the learned Solicitor General has very fairly submitted before us about the mode of functioning of the CBI in this matter. Next para. We also place on record the further statement made by the learned Solicitor General on instructions from the CBI Director that neither the CBI Director nor any of his officers has been reporting to any authority about any particulars relating to these investigations. Sir, this earlier sentence is from the Solicitor General himself. The next para is again from the Solicitor General on advice from the CBI Director who was present there in the court. The order of the Supreme Court accords fully with the government's view as to how the CBI should act in this case. The Supreme Court has asked the CBI not to do something which the CBI has not done, is not doing, and will not do. The law of the land should be allowed to take its course. There will be no departure from this under any circumstances. Since the case is pending in the Supreme Court, it may not be advisable for me to add anything more at this stage. Thank you, sir.
Doing all this, what is the effect of the first paragraph of the Supreme Court judgment? They have been deprived on account of personally interested. He would like to know whether it is not
the Supreme Court has given such an observation. There must be some reason for it.
Sir, it cannot be treated as a mere routine matter. We have been insisting on hearing from the head of the government. The Honorable Prime Minister is further in charge of this department which has the administrative control over the CBI. What is the consequence of the direction given by the Honorable Supreme Court on the 1st of March? If the Honorable Supreme Court was accepting the position of the assessment of the CBI director as expressed through the Solicitor General, then such drastic order need not have been made by the Supreme Court at all. This is one. The second aspect is very important. What we have been wanting know what is the effect of this order. So far as CBI is concerned, it has become today the sui juris. There is nobody to control in the government. It has no political authority over it. No minister is any longer responsible for what is happening from 1st of March regarding Hawala transaction inquiry. Therefore, we would like to know, is the Prime Minister in a position to answer anything about the CBI's functioning on and from 1st of March, even with regard to earlier happenings after the order of the Supreme Court? Does the Prime Minister think that he retains the political authority over the CBI or the administrative authority of the CBI? And is it not a reflection on the Prime Minister's handling of the CBI? That is why Supreme Court has interdicted the Prime Minister or any other authority without exception from looking into this matter or even learning about it. CBI cannot even report to them. This is the position. Sir, I would like to know, sir, does the Honorable Prime Minister, as the head of the government and the leader of the House, does he feel disturbed or does he not feel disturbed about it? Has the Prime Minister, has the Parliament of India today, can it take up the question of the Prime Minister's responsibility in the matter of investigation? Therefore, today the very important work of the Parliament cannot be discharged, because I cannot hold anybody responsible. The Prime Minister himself said, these are questions. Sir, let us not be always treat matters on a partisan basis. This is a constitutional question is involved in it, propriety is involved in it. The question is whether Parliament of India can face a situation where it cannot hold the government accountable on certain executive function also. Is this the concept of constitution of our country, or the accountability of the minister to Parliament of India? These are basic questions. The Honorable Prime Minister doesn't choose to answer it. We have got what he has read out, sir, we have also read. Not for this only. Therefore, do not treat it as so casually. If it is treated as a casually, you don't mind your authority is being taken away, but as a member of Parliament, I do mind my authority. This cannot happen. This cannot happen in this country. Therefore, therefore, I honestly request the Honorable Prime Minister. You are the custodian of the.
Just say a few words in elaboration?
Yes.
The Supreme Court and the High Courts of different states have been entrusting several cases to the CBI for investigation. The cases include a wide variety, such as alleged failure of local agencies, violation of human rights, disappearance of persons, murder, custodial deaths, atrocities against women, etc. Some of the cases are those relating to the incidents of Allahabad High Court, Uttarakhand, Muzaffarnagar, Sri J.S. Kalra, Pilibhit, illegal detention by 2 IPS officers of some individuals at Hisar, forgery and false affidavits submitted to an IPS officer, disappearance of persons near Gurdaspur, etc. In all these cases, the Supreme Court and the High Courts concerned have ordered CBI to submit reports to them. The CBI have accordingly been reporting to the concerned court directly. No report.
You should hear him first. Hear him first. If it is a
क्यों नाचते हो बैठो no reports are sent to the government or any other authority in these cases. Only when a prosecution is needed or information is to be provided to Parliament is information supplied for that specific purpose. There is nothing unusual in the CBI reporting to the Supreme Court or a High Court directly in compliance with the direction of the concerned court. The government have not called the reports from the CBI nor otherwise interfered in such cases. The whole exercise in such cases has been as per the due process of law.